It was pretty good. Like I said, I'm glad because I was getting sad about Netflix. I feel like I don't know, like Netflix does
Disappointed
originals
us.
really well, but I just feel like I don't know. There's a lot. There's so much on Netflix that a lot of it is kind of crap. But there's some gems. Definitely some hidden gems.
I would say
like-
watch House Haunted on Hill House. That probably is like the director's like best work, especially
Mhm.
horror wise. Like that hits that, and it's creepy as hell.
It is
Okay.
really creepy.
That'll definitely be my next thing.
I like how they have like I don't know, like Netflix has like all these like shows that are like from other like countries that they bring on, and I like that. I like that shit because I don't really get that from like some of the other streaming networks that I'm signed up to. Because I like to watch those kind of shows. Like I watch the drama show, whatchamacallit, the one that's like Gossip Girl Elite, which is the Spanish one. I like that one a lot. I liked Dark, which was the German show. And then they got the South Korean the drama that they had in My Name. I really like that one.
I was about to say, Netflix has even more. Like, sometimes I go to my VPN and click like a random country to see what like random like Netflix specific for that nation movies have, and it's some interesting things you can find every now and then. Like, oh, okay.
Oh, really? You know what you can do, right? !Nord in chat. We are Nord affiliate. We have a link. You can sign up in case you don't have a VPN. We can help you out with that. !Nord, and you can get one of those VPNs and do exactly what Bam did.
That's smooth right there.
Oh.
Right on time. No, I should have did that because I'm paying like full price, and I'm like, dang, there's like so many ways I could have got a discounted rate. Tragic. I don't know. How's y'all's week been?
All right.
Been good.
It's been 4 days. That's what it's been.
So far.
I've left my current job, so I'm just relaxing.
Oh man,
is that a good thing?
That's a great thing. I told you I was working customer service at this place, making terrible money. Yeah, I'm fine right now, so like it's nothing to worry about. But it gives me time to do like commissions, like art commissions, like I wanted to do. Relax a little bit and find some better work.
Okay, all right.
I started a new job next Monday. I ended up like at my current job, like it was me and this guy was okay with the work, but thought that like the work environment was like trash. And he was like, I'm starting my own company, come with me. And I'm like, for real? And he was like, yeah. He's like, I already did all the paperwork. I ain't been saying nothing, but I'm like, I'll pay you an extra $250 a week. And I was like, all right, bet. And I basically just left my job on the whim, so I'll start that Monday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's exciting. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I work in a very boring field, so it sounds way more exciting than real life. But like either way, it'll be fun.
Yeah. I love.
What is a saloon? I think it's some because I don't know how to adjust my camera settings that it puts me in like this black box. Somebody in the chat was asking about it, I think, or are they asking about my house room thing? Thanks, Amanda.
Yeah, I like it when people like are moving, and you don't necessarily need to tell everyone what they're up to, but out there succeeding behind the scenes. Love to see it, and
like excellence.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that you got like a new opportunity, taking advantage of it. Love to see it. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Actually, my girlfriend's a professional makeup artist, so this is like right now we're in like a shared office because we're both fighting over who gets the office, and then we just ended up splitting it because it's a pretty decent sized room. So this is actually her
Take that as a
workstation.
win. Take that as a win, because you are never getting more than that.
Yeah, no, like 90% of the room is hers. I have like my little computer over in the corner, and this is all I get of this area. Everything else is hers. But I'm chilling. I'm cool. I was about to say, hopefully the next place hopefully when we move like to a bigger situation. Because right now, like I own a home, but we're like renting it out for the money. So I'm an evil landlord. But
Is it in the same state?
No.
That makes sense, man. Because you live in somewhere you actually want to live, and you just have a home somewhere else.
No, it's the opposite. The home is actually where I want to live. But,
You actually a piece of shit.
yeah, I'm doing it backwards, actually. Yeah. But this is how life goes. I'm just where the money at.
Keep talking while we get things set up, please.
Oh, okay. Interesting. No, I say no spoilers. Anybody seen Eternals?
Not yet.
I
haven't seen it yet.
I did see it, and I wasn't super impressed with that shit.
What movie?
Eternals, MCU.
No, I did watch Arcane though.
I thought it was really good I thought it was a fun standalone movie, but I think it's bad for the like MCU as a universe. Like I think that it was like an irresponsible decision.
I think,
but
that's interesting because I want to put it in those words, but I don't like what they did to add to the backstory, like the origins of the MCU. Like I didn't think it was a really fun standalone one. It had some fun moments, but like that was one of my least favorite. Like it's going down, like if I'm ranking these things, it's going down near the bottom. Like Thor: The Dark World is at the very bottom, but I
think it's everybody's bottom. I'm about to say it's similar to Ant-Man to me for like personal level enjoyment. Like I enjoyed it as much as I enjoy Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Which I mean, Ant-Man's not my favorite, but like I wasn't mad that I seen Ant-Man, and I wasn't mad that I seen this. But like I said, I just think that like the implications are like just like why would you do this? This is not like they tried to give some like throwaway explanations for stuff, but I just didn't like them.
For Ant-Man? Sorry,
no, not for Ant-Man, for Eternals.
Oh, yeah.
Like what they were doing, why they're like, I don't know, the answer just feel...
I'll talk to you off camera because no spoilers.
I'm not spoiling.
No, I know. I understand. I'm saying I'll just have to talk to you off camera.
Yeah,
because
I'm just lazy. I'm waiting for Disney Plus to get it. I'm not trying to pay money for like this Disney movie. This is just in my mind. Like it's so hard for me to go to like a movie theater anymore because I'm lazy as shit and I don't want to spend money on a movie if I got like a setup in my space. It's like I just let me have it. I'll pay for the streaming service. Let me have the movie at home. I'm not giving you $15. I'm not giving you a meal for a fucking movie when I can just wait a month and get that shit.
Oh my god, I'm the exact opposite. I love the movies. Like before the pandemic, I went once a week, like to see something. I love the experience of the movie theater, the surround sound, like the lean back chairs. Like I don't know, I just really enjoy going to the movies. That's probably one of my biggest relaxed moments.
I do. I love it too, but like I got a 70-inch. I got reclining chairs. I got surround sound. Like I'm not going back to the theaters. Look, it's too many moments. I remember I went to go see it. Right, there was like a bunch of kids and people in the theaters that ruined the experience because they talked the entire time, yelling and everything. It was just like I can't do this anymore. Like I went and saw every MCU movie up to Endgame in the theaters. Right, and once I got my setup, I'm just like I can watch all these at home. I'm fine.
I the only reason I go to movie theaters is for Marvel movies. And every so often there's like one other type of movie
or big blockbusters.
Yeah, I'll do it for.
I'm sorry, superhero movies are kind of bad.
Okay, I will do a few later.
Okay.
But I wish I went over there just for MCU movies, and I'll still go for them. There was one time during an MCU movie where there was these kids that came with their parents, right? And they kept asking questions, right, about like the movie that aren't even like watching, just like watch the movie and you'll get like the answers, right? And the parents just kept answering them during the fucking movie. Oh my god. I dislike going to movies. Like I dislike them, but I want that big screen experience just for like MC movies, big ones. Everything else I'll do at home. But
Really?
yeah.
I kind of agree. Like I remember seeing Endgame and the amount of excitement at the end of that movie when all the heroes are coming back or whatever, right? Like that was really, there's something special about that. And Black Panther too. I think I saw Black Panther with a mostly Black audience actually. And the amount of excitement in that theater was really, I don't think you can kind of get that kind of excitement just watching it at home. So I think I agree. Like I think for MCU movies in particular, it's really fun to watch it in the theater.
Really, that's so crazy. I think that I watch MCU movies. I love, like, the nerd in me likes to go see them, but I feel like MCU movies ruined the cinema, like, in general, because now they don't make comedy movies anymore. They just make MCU movies.
What?
MCU movies?
Yo, they
legitimately
the
did
cinema.
do that.
The reason your ass got a place to stay, bro. There would be no comfy seats without MCU, bro.
A lot of those movie theaters would have been shutting down. People have been.
They probably have like plastic chairs, and they'd be like, "All right, we're doing drive-ins again, guys." If it wasn't for the MCU,
MCU movies are like a lot of those movie theaters are fucking afloat right now, right? Like so many people have been doing what Chris has been doing. He's saying, "Yeah, I'm just gonna stay home the entire time, right? I got my setup. Why do I have to deal with this?" Like especially with streaming services and like the shorter distance between when a movie comes out in theaters and when it comes to a service, or like you can get it by DVD or something, right? The MCU is like why we got a lot of those theaters still up and running, and like to say like, oh, that's why we don't do comedies. They still do comedies.
Hey, when's
like,
the last comedy you seen? Like, when's the last super bad you had on like come out, or the last?
They come out like they just go directly to these streaming services and make their movies. That's what they do. So like instead of going to a studio that's gonna like they're gonna need all this money for advertisement, they're gonna need to ask for all this money for the budget, right? The streaming service Netflix will give you exactly what you asked for, right? And then they'll give you a good time period. You don't have to worry about anything. They're not worried about how long it takes you to do their show, because like they have tons of shows that they're releasing. So like,
that's TV shows. I say TV shows are the best they've ever been. But movies, like, no, they don't. I don't feel like they don't give opportunities to movies that aren't like that are a little bit different, or that don't have like an A-list actor. It's hard to get levels of investment in cinema to do interesting things. Like The Rock's in every 3 movies now.
Oh,
and,
that's just and how's that MCU's fault?
Things like Edge of Tomorrow. Look at things like Edge of Tomorrow, which can't get the support it needs, even with like one of the biggest bankable actors in all of Hollywood.
That was during the pandemic. That was the first movie that tried.
No. Edge of Tomorrow. That was
Edge of Tomorrow, like what?
Edge of Tomorrow was like
about tomorrow
5 years
like,
ago, right?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm thinking someone else.
Yeah, different movie. But even still, it didn't do particularly well, and a lot of like actual movies just don't get. They're not doing as well anymore. Marvel kind of ruined that.
How
people are used to like smart.
No, Edge of Tomorrow was a different problem. They had like 5 titles for that movie.
Yes.
They didn't advertise it right. It was like Live Die Repeat. There was another title that they had.
What difference does it make? The movie was
the marketing was messed up, right?
The marketing, I agree. The marketing was the problem with it. Like that movie was great. I agree.
That movie was amazing.
The marketing was terrible.
What's wrong with the marketing? What was wrong with the marketing?
If you go back at the time, right? Like when I first heard about the movie, it was Live Die Repeat, and I remember seeing one trailer for it. It was like a teaser trailer, and it had all the posters Live Die Repeat. Next thing you know, they were before I knew about it, they had another title before that, and then after the Live Die Repeat title, they changed it to Edge of Tomorrow. Right before it was about to come out in theaters. I had no idea it came out in theaters because like there was a whole marketing and like a name change to the movie. Like when I had found it, it was like when I found out, I think it was I don't think I watched it on DVD. I think I watched it on the streaming service. And then I was like trying to get everybody else to watch it. But there's like a thing with some of these movie companies, right, where they will give some of these studios massive budgets that they don't need, and like kind of force them to match that, like to profit, make a huge profit off of that, right? When like these, like a lot of these people who ask for this money don't need as much, right? So they're like put in a corner to where like this movie has to succeed, so they make choices inside the movie that make the movie worse, right? To reach a larger audience, and like it takes away from the thing that they're trying to do. like, but there's movie studios that are doing great, like A24.
Right? I love A24. A24 is the only service that like takes risks anymore. Like, which I feel like
they're not blaming Marvel. Like they're not like they found what works for them, and they're like Marvel's not stopping them from doing anything. Right? They release their movies and their Marvel movies. It only helps their movies, right? They take risks, they do weird things. These other movie companies are trying to still run strategies that they've been running since the 90s, and it just doesn't work anymore. So like you have to update, you have to innovate, you have to try like these regular ass movies that people are used to making, and like these like B-list, C-list actors that are just used to like living off these movies for like tons of years. They can just release in theaters, and people don't have anything to do on the weekend, so they just go watch this shitty movie. Right? The time has passed. Right? You can do that on streaming services now. Right?
What's A24?
That's fine.
I don't know what that is.
A24. They made like Hereditary. They made what's
Midsummer.
What's the one with the Asian people?
The Asian people.
Crazy Rich Asians.
What's the one?
No. It's considered a horror. The one with the people in the house, under the house.
They have a ton of movies. They
made The Witch. They made a new one with that black Zola was them.
Yeah. Okay. They made The Lamb that recently came out. Yeah.
Parasite. Yeah. Parasite.
Oh my God. So much background.
And most of these movies don't do well financially. Like if you look at it, like
actually they do. Because the budget that they have.
Yeah.
Like the budget they have is super low. So when they make these low budget, when they make these low budget movies, it like and they make like 30 million, 50 million off the movie, that's like a crazy profit for them because they didn't spend all that much movie, not even marketing, because they'll market in strategic places, right? They don't just like try to like spend hundreds of millions of dollars to market all over the world because they know not everybody likes these movies. Not everybody's coming to see these movies, and it's like too weird for this large of an audience. So they market specifically to like spaces that they know people like that kind of thing. And they've built up a loyal audience that'll come back and watch anything they make now. So like they're sitting good. There's other movie studios too, though, but they're running on like movie studios have turned into TV studios that are like making TV shows for some of these streaming services. So like they're doing good. There's a lot of actors that are getting a lot of work. There's a lot of directors are getting a lot of work, more than they ever have before. But people are just worried about these mediocre ass movies being in theaters again. Like nobody cares.
I do. I love the movie. I like The Gentleman. The Gentleman should have been like the next great mafia movie. Like The Gentleman was a great movie, and nobody cared about it because it had like a star-studded cast. Because like,
are you ready, Fanatic? We're just waiting on you, and then we'll get started.
The Gentleman was a great movie.
That movie that went on.
It was noisy.
What you call it? It got on HBO, so it probably wasn't in the theaters. No Sudden Move or No Sudden Moves. That shit was so good.